I have a story of a great grandchild, or just a grandchild, who was born in Waxahachie, Texas, in the early 1960s, to Patricia Borgers, who is mentioned several times in this genealogy. Now, we use the word birth or pregnant and birth to Jermaine Borgers, who was born in 1963, and it should have been a normal, with Patricia Borgers going to the hospital and having the baby, and the baby turned out to be, of course, Jermaine Borgers. But that's not how that happened. That evening, Bill Borgers, the husband of Pat Borgers, was coaching at Waxahachie, was also running the swimming pool, and the pool was having trouble connecting, electrical problem, whatever. But when he got home, Patricia Borgers is out in the front yard telling Bill Borgers, her husband, that the baby's coming. Well, they jump in the car, Bill Borgers driving, Patricia Borgers is telling Bill, her husband, just when this baby's coming, and it's coming pretty soon, it's going to be born. So he pushes down on the pedal and is going about 60, 70 miles an hour outside of along the road to Waxahachie, Texas. And everything would have been okay, except as he's going down the highway, about 6 or 7 Great Dane. Now, a Great Dane is a big dog, big dog. And it's running straight for the car. It hits the car, all 6 or 7 of them. They fly over the top, and they damage the side of the car to such that you can't drive it very well. The tire was smashed in. It was being ripped apart by the force of the dogs. But they continued on to the next town, which happened to be Midlothian, Texas. And this is a town where I also coached. And Patricia taught school. And by then the tire's gone and we're having trouble holding the car on the road. So we go to a house that I knew, Permenda was his name, he was the ag teacher there. And he said, use my car. So I got in the car and I couldn't start it. It was an automatic shift, and in that day and time, very few people had automatic shift. And I couldn't even get it out of the driveway. So he told me to move over, and he took off. And we were going about 110, it seemed like, and a policeman turned around to catch us. And he stopped at the hospital and said, you know, I was going 110 and you were pulling away from me. But Patricia got to the hospital, and less than 10 minutes, Jermaine Borgers is born. And what a wild time it was.